Hi, I'm Teresa Frosini.
And I'm Kyle Noonan, and this is Local Fare.
Here in DFW, eating out is considered far more than fulfilling a need. From down-home barbecue counters to the highest class of gourmet fare, we love to eat. But sometimes we need a little help deciding where to go. Well, that's where Local Fare comes in. We ask 3 everyday diners to suggest their favorite restaurant, then have the other 2 go for a visit and tell us what they think.
That's right. These aren't professional restaurant critics. They're real people with real opinions. We've got an awesome lineup today, so let's see what's cooking this week right here on Local Fare. As always, we're here at Bowling Barrel, the only boutique bowling alley in Dallas. And it's a great location for our reviewers to talk about this week's restaurants. So here's Teresa with this week's guests.
Okay, so this week we brought in 3 people from the DFW area who suggested their favorite restaurant for the others to go visit, come back here, and tell us what they think. Our guests this week are Chad Hauser, a chef from Dallas who suggested the Slow Bone. Mason Ice, an events marketer, also from Dallas, who suggested Cafe Izmir. And Jennifer Martin, an events coordinator from Grand Prairie, who wanted the group to try Casa Rubia.
With its juicy brisket and an excellent selection of sides, our first restaurant ranks high in the Dallas hierarchy of barbecue.
Hi, I'm Jack Perkins, and I'm the owner, managing partner of the Slow Bone at 2234 Irving Boulevard in Dallas, Texas. We serve real Texas barbecue. Beef, pork, brisket, ribs, sausage. Of the sausage, you could go with the old-time sausage or the smoked cilantro, but you won't have a sausage like the smoked cilantro anywhere else. The idea of the sides where the person who loves barbecue, but then maybe has a friend or someone that's not into barbecue, maybe not even into meat, they could come here and really enjoy themselves. Only the greens and the beans have meat in them, and they're really the only traditional sides. Our mac and cheese is very different. Brussels sprouts and cauliflower, pea salad. We carry pure sugar Dr. Pepper in a bottle from Temple, the Mexican Cokes. And then on the fountain, we have Maine Root from Austin and Oak Cliff Soda locally. We're committed to pure cane sugar over corn syrup. It's old wood and tin. You look around, everything just kind of says Texas.
Chad, let's talk about Slow Bone. One of your favorites, I take it.
Sure.
What do you like the most about it?
You know, my running joke with Slow Bone is all my vegetarian friends love it because their their sides are so good in addition to their meats, and I think that what they set out to do, they've nailed. They're not trying to be the biggest, baddest, best barbecue joint in Dallas or even the state, but they do good quality meats, wonderful sausages. We were all talking about that earlier. The best smoked chicken that I've ever had in my entire life. Growing up as a Southern boy, you know, a lot of the sides you don't see anymore, like the green pea salad, which is something that was a staple for me growing up and still love very much. Then you can't find it anywhere.
What is green pea salad?
Green peas, mayonnaise, cheddar cheese, bell peppers,
Ooh.
Southern staples.
Nice. You're like what everybody has. Excellent. So you love the sides, but you're a carnivore. You like the meat as well.
Yeah,
Obviously,
and you go for the
chicken.
meat, exactly. And the meat is pure quality, and their sausage is some of the best I've ever had. The cilantro sausage, I go there sometimes just to eat the cilantro sausage.
So what did you think when you went, Jennifer?
It was awesome. Obviously, if you're going to do Texas barbecue, you're going to have a certain standard, and I think Slow Bone nailed it. I walked in, they were playing Otis Redding, which to me is like, check.
Done.
You've got the barbecue, right? You've got the barbecue atmosphere nailed. So
Excellent.
I loved it. I loved it.
And what did you order?
Smoked chicken, and it was great. It was great. And I agree with him about the sides. They do what they're supposed to do for barbecue. They make the meat be the spotlight, and to me that was great. It was just an enhancement. It kind of prepared your palate. I loved it.
Nice. What were the sides that you liked the most?
Probably the mac and cheese. It was like a jalapeno
mac and cheese. Is it good? Jalapeno mac and cheese.
Jalapeno mac and cheese. It was amazing.
Did you try the mac and cheese?
I didn't try the mac and cheese. I tried kind of the more untraditional barbecue sides, I guess, that were pretty delicious. We had the Holy Trinity, and so my favorite of the bunch was the cilantro sausage.
Okay.
But actually just the feel of the nostalgia of the whole place with the old cafeteria trays and the double Dr. Pepper. I mean, growing up in Fort Worth and living in Dallas most of my life too, I kind of felt like it was a throwback to my childhood as a Texan, so it did everything right for sure.
Nice. What kind of value is this? I mean, is this a place that you would go for a lunch, dinner, like any time? Is it?
They're only open for lunch.
Only lunch, okay.
Yeah, but I think it's very affordable, especially for the quality you're getting. And when you're looking at a bang to buck ratio, it's 12, 14 bucks for a very filling meal.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I really appreciated about it, in addition to your regular barbecue fare, is they have the little cart with the traditional onions, but they've also got pickled onions. They make their own pickles in-house, and they have their own homemade sriracha, or their version of a sriracha sauce or a Chinese chili paste. The measure of a good barbecue joint is always the brisket, and the brisket's so good you don't want to put sauce on it, but then you want to put some of that sriracha on there. So it's an internal struggle every time.
Okay, so obviously you recommend this, you like it. Scale from 1 to 5, how would you rate this one?
Obviously a 5.
Now, you said like the smoked chicken is to die for. Is that your favorite entree or favorite meal there, or do you have something else that's your favorite?
No, I think the cilantro sausage is always my go-to staple, but the rest, I mean, it is very difficult. I always get a 3-meat plate because I can't decide. They've got a wonderful stuffed pork, and the chicken and the brisket's really good. They make 2 other sausages, yeah.
I love it. Jennifer, rate this one on a scale from 1 to 5.
I'm gonna say a 4. I mean, it was close to perfect. I loved it. I don't eat every type of meat, but the meats that I do eat, I would eat it there. So it was great.
What
I'll
was
give
your
it a 4.
favorite item?
Smoked chicken.
Smoked
It's
chicken.
awesome.
All right, how about for you?
I'm gonna give it 4 because I like it so much, and it should be a 5, but I can't eat that much because I have geography's in my way, and I can't get down to that area of town for lunch.
Gotcha.
And so I'm kind of doing the 4 just so they can maybe be over for dinner later on.
And what was your favorite? Was it the cilantro sausage?
The cilantro sausage for me really did it.
All right, excellent. Great choice. Thank you so much. When we come back, we'll visit a place that provides an upscale, casual environment, highlights the sights and aromas of the Iranian culture.
For first-timers, go crazy, order whatever you want. We'll take care of it from there.
If you're looking for a truly unique entertainment experience, look no further than Bowl & Barrel, Dallas' only modern American restaurant and tavern complete with 15 state-of-the-art bowling lanes. Whether it's a casual date, a private party, or a corporate event, Bowl & Barrel is a great way to spend an afternoon or evening, and the place everyone will be talking about the next day. Great food, great drinks, and great bowling. What are you waiting for? Let's roll! Bowl & Barrel, 8084 Park Lane, Dallas.
Welcome back to Local Fare, where we take 3 regular DFW restaurant patrons, have them suggest their favorite restaurant, have the other 2 go for a visit, and then they all come back here and tell us what they think. Mason Ice says Cafe Izmir serves home-cooked Mediterranean fare and a famous hummus that's kept him coming back for more than a decade.
Hi, my name is Bo Nazari. Welcome to Cafe Izmir. We're on 3711 Greenville Avenue, just south of Mockingbird. We've been here for 18 years. We're waiting for you to come see us. We serve a mixture of Mediterranean and Middle Eastern. We do it tapas style. Everything is in the middle of the table and you share. Greek, Turkish, Lebanese, Persian, and whatever else mom can cook, we'll stick in the menu. We believe in 100% satisfaction. If you don't like anything that you ordered, we'll take it back, you don't pay for it. Everybody that comes in here feels like they just came home. We actually have customers that came here on their first date and then now they come here with their kids. It's a lot of fun, it's very relaxed. We have great music, great food, great atmosphere. You can't go wrong. Come for the food, stay for the experience.
Okay, let's talk about Cafe Izmir.
Right. It's a great place. I've been going there, I don't know how long, as long as I've lived in Dallas, so it's got to be at least over a decade. I would like to have a series of pictures of all my friends, like over the transition of that 10 years, going there and eating, and how many people I've introduced to that restaurant that have been friends of mine over the years. But their food is just phenomenal. Consistency is just amazing. It tastes exactly the same as it did back there. There's some new menu items that makes it even better to keep coming back to. But you go in there on a Tuesday night, because that's kind of their known kind of evening time for people to hang out and go with large groups. And the same DJ's been there for years, playing the same great music. And you kind of
They have a DJ.
They have a DJ on Tuesday nights.
Oh,
yeah.
So what do you like to eat what are some of your favorites?
The favorite is probably the whole menu, because it's all tapas.
That's nice and specific. I love it.
We try to pretty much order everything on there. I mean, you always start with the hummus, the tabbouleh, the pita bread, just to kind of, get some food in your stomach, because you're already starving by the time you get seated. And then you bottle of wine. They have this house wine that I've been saving over the years with the little wine corks and little bowls on them. So sweet potato, they have great pierogi and other different kind of dishes that are meat-based or vegetarian. Their portobello mushroom is amazing. Like I simply say, everything is such a great value, and you can pretty much get everything. And so when you go with a large group, you really can order the whole menu and share it. And it's just a really great evening of fun for your friends.
Don't you think that's a mark of a good restaurant too, is where you see things that you want to eat that you don't get the chance to eat, so you go back so you can have those again, and then when you go back you see other things that you want to eat that you didn't get the chance to eat, so you go back again.
Sure.
Right.
Which has probably led to their success over the years.
I'm sure. What did you have when you went?
So I think, you know, the measure would be the hummus, and I think it's the best hummus in Dallas.
Really? That's
As someone who cut his teeth with hummus in Lebanon,
yes,
yes, definitely it is very traditional, very true.
Authentic,
the consistency, the texture, everything is perfect, spot on.
Excellent, excellent. What were you going to say, Jennifer?
I had some of everything. Like, you know, just like Mason, I've been going there for years. I love it. It's definitely a Dallas staple, I think. If you have not been, I would suggest going. You will love it. It has something for everyone. And then a mark of a good restaurant, along with the consistency and, of course, the good food, is just the atmosphere as well. It's very inviting. You don't feel overwhelmed if you're not familiar with the food. Okay. It's great just to go.
Did anybody have desserts?
I'm generally too full for the.
Every
once in a while, I think they're trying some different ones out, like the saffron ice cream and stuff like that. Kind of comes to the menu sometimes, and they're always delicious. But I can't imagine eating more hummus than I do when I sit down there. So.
All right. So obviously the hummus was your favorite. Let's rate this one 1 to 5.
It's a Dallas staple. I'm easy. It's a 5.
Done. All right, Jennifer. How about
I'm going to agree. It's a 5.
And what was your favorite?
The hummus. The hummus, really? You eat so much. It's
I
wonderful.
love hummus. I'm going to have to try this. Okay. Obviously, you love this
Obviously,
place.
I'm going to give this a 5. If I can give it a higher star, I would. It's just because of it's everything in a Dallas restaurant that I like, and it's just all one place, and it's been like that over the years.
Excellent. Is there any one specific thing that you like the most that you have to have?
Well, I would say the hummus, but everybody seems to be kind of really on that. So I guess we'll just. Yeah,
3 for hummus.
I would say the wine too, just because to round out the evening.
I love it. Wine and hummus. It sounds great. Thank you so much for recommending that one. When we come back, we'll visit a new tapas restaurant with a modern Spanish twist.
It's always kind of a fun environment, kind of hang out, get some snacks at the bar, and definitely try some drinks.
If you're looking for a truly unique entertainment experience, look no further than Bowl & Barrel, Dallas' only modern American restaurant and tavern complete with 15 state-of-the-art bowling lanes. Whether it's a casual date, a private party, or a corporate event, Bowl & Barrel is a great way to spend an afternoon or evening, and the place everyone will be talking about the next day. Great food, great drinks, and great bowling. What are you waiting for? Let's roll! Bowl & Barrel, 8084 Park Lane, Dallas.
Welcome back. Our last restaurant spotlights seasonal ingredients and puts a spin on traditional Spanish cuisine.
My name is Omar Flores. I'm executive chef and owner here at Casa Rubia restaurant, located here in beautiful Trinity Groves. Casa Rubia is a Spanish restaurant that's not so traditionally Spanish. We take ingredients that are indigenous to Texas and products from Spain and create dishes that are satisfying and easy to share as well. All the meats, cheeses, vinegars, oils, all imported from Spain. We serve the jamón ibérico, the bolota, the lomo embuchado, the salchichon, as well as kind of a rotating cheese list. We do like an awesome paella. It changes daily, just kind of on seasonal ingredients and what we kind of feel like doing in the kitchens. We do just like real classic cocktails with kind of a Spanish twist to them. Our sangria, that kind of changes every day too. Seasonal fruit, berries, we'll kind of base it on that. The list is comprised of predominantly Spanish wines, a couple of ports from Portugal. It's really laid back. If you've been in Trinity Groves, definitely stop in here because I think we're the sexiest restaurant of them all. The decor, the music, it's got a real good vibe.
Okay, let's talk about Spanish tapas now. Casa Rubia.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about this restaurant.
Casa Rubia is awesome. It's located in the Trinity Groves area, one of the new sections of Dallas. It's amazing. It really does capture the essence of simplified Spanish tapas. not a lot of heavy ingredients, just simplified ingredients that make the food really good. And so that was probably my favorite thing about Casa Rubia. That's one of the reasons why I really enjoyed it, because they can take something as simple as artichokes and make it taste masterful. It was great.
So what are some of your favorite tapas that you get there?
The artichokes.
Artichokes. I like the artichokes.
Yes.
Yeah. Are they breaded? I mean, do they fit
No,
the breading area?
they're very simple ingredients. Like they use olive oil. They may use a little bit of tuna, very seared, very beautifully ornamented. It's great.
They don't skimp on quality, and I think that's one of the first things that you notice is everything. It's really, really, really good Spanish olive oil.
Absolutely.
It's really good imported artichokes.
Right.
It's really good. I mean, everything is top-notch quality.
What's the atmosphere like there, Chad, when you go in?
Very warm, very rich, but very lively. Very, I hate to overplay the word warm, but it is very warm. You feel very comfortable when you go in there.
Nice. What did you order when you went?
My favorite dish was the octopus. I think I'm a big fan of octopus, and it was absolutely cooked perfect. And I think one of my favorite parts about that dish was the layer of flavors. So you got a little bit of salty, a little bit of sweet, a little bit of sour, all in one bite, which is fantastic.
Nice. How about for you, Mason?
Actually, I felt like I was two different restaurants because we actually started outside in the patio, which that whole area is really nice. And when the weather's great, you can hang out there. And we had a cheese board and some wine. Actually, with the cocktails outside, then we had wine inside. So we kind of had two different kind of restaurant feels. We had kind of a nice little happy hour kind of feel, and then you move into that kind of rich, warm environment. And it was almost two different meals. And I swear, everybody in that restaurant has to work out to carry these cheese boards because they're like 3 inches tree trunks that they come out, and I'm just...
So obviously you went for dinner then. This is more of a dinner date place or a place you take your wife, your husband, is that...
I think it'd be used for both. I mean, I'd like to just go there like early evening and just have, wine and cheese in the patio because they have such a great selection. They really kind of know what they're talking about when they're presenting to you. And then of course the food and tapas, after you fill up with cheese and wine or, cocktails, you can have a light dinner and kind of transition to the evening, so it's great.
How would you rank this one on the scale from 1 to 5?
It's a James Beard nominated restaurant in their first year of existence. You got to give them 5 stars.
Got to give them a 5. Favorite thing there?
The octopus.
All right. How about for you?
I would give the outside a 2.5 and the inside 2.5 because combined that really makes 5, and I really had a great experience overall.
Perfect. All right, did you have one favorite thing that you liked there?
We actually had the special, and it was a sausage over some lentils, and I don't remember what it was called, but it was really delicious. So I try to get the special when I go to a restaurant that has some really high accolades, and then, generally they're going to be good, and this one definitely was.
Excellent.
Obviously 5, yeah.
Okay.
There's just everything that they mentioned was exactly my experience all the time, so 5 for sure.
All right, one favorite thing?
Everything.
Everything. Just all of it, and it's a 5. Okay,
Yeah,
it was a good dish.
This is a winner. I love it. Thank you so much. All right, would you like to try one of the meals we've discussed today without leaving the comforts of your home? Well, when we come back, our restaurant expert Kyle Noonan will show you how to prepare one of these dishes right from your very own kitchen. Stay with us.
If you're looking for a truly unique entertainment experience, look no further than Bowl & Barrel, Dallas' only modern American restaurant and tavern complete with 15 state-of-the-art bowling lanes. Whether it's a casual date, a private party, or a corporate event, Bowl & Barrel is a great way to spend an afternoon or evening and the place everyone will be talking about the next day. Great food, great drinks, and great bowling. What are you waiting for? Let's roll. Bowl & Barrel, 8084 Park Lane, Dallas.
All right, gang, welcome back. Tonight we're coming to you from the beautiful Landmark on Lovers demo kitchen, and I'm going to be teaching you how to make one of the dishes that we talked about from this week's episode, our wonderful hummus that we featured at Cafe Izmir. And hummus is such an easy dish that we can make at home. Kids love it, it's healthy, everybody loves it, and let's get started. And also, you don't have to cook anything, which is really nice if you buy the pre-cooked chickpeas. You can also buy raw chickpeas, cook them in a slow cooker. Takes a little time, but if you're just going to zap something up, quick treat, buy the pre-cooked kind. And all we're going to do is take these pre-cooked chickpeas, also known as garbanzo beans, and throw about 2 to 3 cups, depending on how many people you're serving, in your everyday food processor. And then next we're going to take this stuff, which a lot of people are scared of it. It's called tahini, but it's very simple. If you know what peanut butter is, this is peanut butter basically. Instead of made with peanuts, it's made with sesame seeds. So it's a real simple ingredient, delicious. All it is ground sesame seeds. And we're going to take about a half cup of this delicious tahini, pour it right on those chickpeas. And then we're going to take a little bit of garlic. Now I went ahead and pre-chopped this garlic. Very important that you pre-chop that garlic, because if you put a whole clove in, you just get it munched up right at once and it's too powerful. It's a little bit too strong of a flavor. Then we're going to put the lid on, and last we're going to take some lemon juice, about 3 lemons worth, fresh squeezed, please. It does make a difference. And we're just going to top it and pop it for a few pulses to kind of get that mix going and see how it's coming together. It'll start kind of getting chunky. That's looking about the right consistency. Once it starts kind of balling up, we know we're close. Now finally, we're going to take a little bit of olive oil, and this is a very important step. You've got to emulsify it, and the way you emulsify it is by adding it very slowly. And what that means is it basically takes the olive oil, which doesn't want to get married with this stuff, and it blends it all together so it's nice and creamy and whipped and has a beautiful texture and flavor. So we'll do about 3/4 of a cup of olive oil, nice and slow. I always say it's a pencil thin line. So think about a stream about the width of a pencil. That's kind of what you're doing. You're doing it until you like the consistency of it, which I think we're getting pretty close right there. That looks good. I'll go ahead and pop it once or twice more to make sure it's whisked. And then the last thing, and this is very important, go ahead and take the lid off, scrape the sides of that dish, make sure that it gets all mixed in, because sometimes you'll get some chunks that live on the side that don't get hit by that blade. We'll put that lid right back on top, but I am going to season it with a little bit of salt, just a touch of black pepper. Pop that lid on it one more time, give it one more pulse. Make sure it's fully integrated. And then before you take it out, I always like to give it a little taste. That's perfect. So all we're going to do now is just pop it off, get our trusty spatula. The last thing I do is I'm going to hit it with a little bit more olive oil, just because you really can't go wrong with that. And then one more pinch of salt and one little pinch of pepper. And that is a beautiful, traditional hummus that everybody can enjoy. That's it for this week. And if you would like to be a guest on Local Fare, visit us at our website at localfaredfw.com or check us out on Facebook or Twitter. Thanks for joining us, and remember to get out and enjoy your local fare.